Hello everyone. Today I'm doing Apocalypse 3 on Willow on the Christmas event. I've had a few attempts on this, but I had a hunter without freezing breath, a spirit with marling footsteps, and a poltergeist that somehow evaded salt and killed me through a wall. That was a little annoying, but let's do this thingy. Okay, I got all of the items to the front door. Let's go into this house and try and get the ghost. Since I'm doing Apocalypse 3, I will need a ghost photo, complete all 3 optional objectives, get the ghost right, and survive to complete it. If you are doing this for the trophy, you will need to do it on Sunny Meadows 4, not restricted. Alright, it is hunting and it sounds fast due to the Krampus footstep sounds. I can't exactly tell if it is a Fae, Moroi, or any other fast ghost, but we can test for all of those by observation. I also have the hunt duration set to medium, so hunts last 20 seconds instead of 30 on long hunt duration, and I still get to keep that 15 times multiplier. Okay, I'm going to continue setting up items. In case the ghost comes here during a hunt, I will make my item order incense, photo camera, and incense for an easier time with a photo and surviving. Usually I don't use tier 3 incense on Apocalypse, but since the hunts last 20 seconds, my idea is to call it over and use all 4 incense to keep it still for 20 seconds. Since each incense stuns for 5 seconds and I have 4 of them, take a ghost photo and find out the ghost. This is a new strategy I'm using, and I would still recommend tier 1 or 2 incense. Oh wow, that is fast. The Krampus footsteps make it sound kind of scary. Okay, the hunt ended. I'm using a time at a time hunts and repel times. If you are doing Apocalypse 3, I definitely recommend timing hunts until the end for a ghost photo, so you get a little bit of a safety net and potentially use less incense. Oh, what the helicopter juice, this is a ghost event. Please give me a ghost photo, please, 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 please. Well. Oh, another ghost event, please give me a ghost photo, please. Well, thank you for the early Christmas present, Krampus. Now here is yours. Let's see if I can get a paranormal sound. Okay, well, I got it. Well, we have about a minute more of safety from the cleansing. Let's continue setting up. I'm going to place salt down for when we call it over to slow it down. Oh wait, I'm going to wait a minute. He is in here. I don't want to keep him in here, since tier 3 salt repels the ghost if it steps in it. I'm also going to set up these dots projectors, since they provide a good amount of light. Okay, that is pretty good. These glow sticks also provide a good amount of light. When they are dim, they aren't that much light, but it still helps illuminate some of those dark areas. Since the breaker is broken, we can't turn the lights on, so we want as much light to be able to observe the ghost as easily as possible. I'm not going to back into this tree, since as I said earlier, I had a ghost grab me through the wall here. Let's see if I can call it over. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Okay, well, let's set up the salt. I'm actually going to save this last salt container for emergency use, since we have no more room for salt. Okay, it is hunting again. Well, he got a little close there. I'm going to turn off all electronics to test for Iju. And the ghost just did the mist form ghost event. Oni can't do that, but this ghost is too fast to be an Oni. Let's wait for a hunt. It's taking a minute to hunt. When the Raiju has electronics it becomes more aggressive, but never use that as a definitive test for Raiju, since I have had demons wait minutes to hunt. Well, let's mark off all of the ghosts we know it is not. So now we are left with Fae, Moroi, Hantu, and Raiju. Can you please hunt already? Well, while we wait for a hunt, how do any of you guys like the new Christmas update? I like the 3 new ghosts, Galu, Dain, and Obomo. The Galu seems like the most dangerous one. I'm not going to spoil them in case you have not seen them already, because I'm not an elephant, but I might make a video on all of their trays sometime soon. But first I want to do Apocalypse 3 on every Christmas map. Okay, well, it is hunting, and it is the same speed without electronics, so no Raiju. Well, let's turn on the dots projectors again for light and the motion sensors for the objective. Now let's wait out another hunt and see if we can call it over to observe. I'm going to observe if there is freezing breath coming out of its mouth for Hantu, if it is repelled for 7.5 seconds for Moroi, or see if it is none of those for Fae. Okay, it's hunting once again. It does not look like I'm going to be able to call it over this hunt. I have all 3 of my incense on me. I do not need a photo, since I got that from the ghost event, so I will not carry a photo camera. It is taking a while to hunt again. Okay, hunting. Come over here, Krampus. It's a they, it is not a Hantu, since there was no freezing breath, and it was not a Moroi, since it was repelled for 5 seconds, and not 7.5 seconds. Well, let's get out of here. Okay, I have they locked in. Let's see if we were right. Let's go. Oh, it was a they. Normally I can tell if it is a they from footsteps on 150 speed, but I'm not used to Krampus's footsteps. And look at that 11,000 XP. Please like and subscribe, or Krampus will steal your presents. Have a good rest of your day, noobs.